What's up, fellow collectors? Godzilla back again for another review today, and this is a very special one. This is the Mezco Toys Ultimate Godzilla. Look at this big box, man. I can't even put it on the turntable and fit it in here, but look at that beautiful art, man. I don't think they never showed the art before of the box, but man, seeing its pointers of the box, of the shipper box, and seeing this, woo. But anyways, this figure, I pre-ordered this figure in September 2021. So I'm not gonna lie, man. There's so many things that come out between different lines and different scales that, in a way, is I'm ashamed to say this. I kind of forgot about this. I actually kind of forgot about it, and then I think it was a couple weeks ago, like early November, I got an email from Mezco saying that this is being in the processing. It's in the processing stage right now, and it will be shipped soon. So I was like, well, what the? I was like, oh snap, I forgot about that. First thing I had to do was make sure I had that funds for it, which I did. So obviously, because this is here. But yeah, man, woo, I'm excited. It was supposed to arrive here on Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So I wanted to get this review done on that Wednesday. Hopefully had it to you guys for Thanksgiving, but it got delayed in shipping. So unfortunately, it got pushed back to Friday, and then Friday showed up and it still did not arrive. So eventually it came today. So late night review. I wanted to get this thing open before I go to bed. I mean, I finished this whole review at night at this time right now, but dang, I cannot wait to get this box open. I had to open it before I go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you do, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. So with that in mind, let's get Godzilla. Well, let's get Ultimate Godzilla out the box. But before we get him out the box, I want to show you guys the back of the box. I forgot to do that part since I don't have a turntable. I'm so used to doing the damn turntable. So just show you guys real quick the back of the box. There you go. Look at that. Woo! This thing. I'm hoping this thing does not disappoint, man. And this is why I want to. I hope it does not disappoint. We shall see. All right. Now, dale. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So once you get it open, the first thing you're greeted with is this instruction right here. So this is basically how you take the tail off and turn on the batteries, replace the batteries. And the good thing is, I'll show you guys in a minute, it does take three AA batteries. Three AA batteries. And it shows you some of the functionality right there, nothing in the back. And then when you get that out the way, boom, boom, you are greeted with this. Oh, look at these toes. Let's feel them real quick. And so let's move up real quick. And thankfully, Mezco keeps the trend of giving you guys the batteries. So as you can see right there, we have batteries. It does come with the 3 AAA batteries required to use all the light up function and sound on this figure. Ultimate. I hate that pun. So then, all right, so let's unwrap this real quick and let's see what we got in here. So once you unwrap all this, oh, look at the big boy there. Look at the big boy there. My man. King Kong ain't got on us. Oh, look at that. All right. All right, so that's basically what you get once you open the packaging and see the big boy there, the King of Monsters laying right there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab everything from in here and have it displayed so we can see in 4K how ultimate this Godzilla is. All right, so this is going to be very intriguing how I'm going to get this done. So here we go. Here's the best option. Best try. So once you get him out the package, this is everything that you're greeted with, or actually everything that you're given. This Godzilla, he's basically put together already. He has some plastic around the wrist and around the head and the tail. Now, real quick, before we go to the Godzilla figure, the tail itself, this is the right here where you turn the on and off switch right here. So this is basically where you would open it, put the batteries in, on and off, and then screw it back onto the tail. If I remember correctly, the instructions say you twist. Yeah, same way. Lefty loosey, counterclockwise, righty tighty. So yeah, but the tail itself, this is the hard part right here. but the whole thing is like a soft, squeezy, like squishy type. Like I haven't picked up my Mezco alien figure yet. So I think that's the first figure they have that has like a lot of the kind of like the seamless type body. So right here is hard. This point right here is hard. This is hard plastic, as you can hear. Hard plastic, hard plastic. And then from here, you can feel a little bit of something under there, but from here down, it starts becoming like that soft, squishy stuff. So, and I'm not sure if this is articulated or not. I gotta read the instructions. I don't want to break anything yet, so I'm not gonna articulate nothing as much yet. I'm gonna look at the instructions real quick. As like I said, this is a nice piece. I don't want to have to ship it back for any issues, but just want to show you guys the detail real quick first, as you can see. And yes, these are many different ways you can call this. Spines, spikes, dorsal fins. I've seen it in the kaiju community. Even on Godzilla sites, they call it dorsal fins. So yes, there's different ways you can say it, how you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. As long as you love Godzilla, that's all I care. Let me see if this moves. I think it moves, but I'm nervous. I don't want to move anything just yet. All right, so let's take a look at the big guy himself. So, whew, he has some good weight to him too. So I gotta hold this up real quick. So make sure I'm not dropping him. So I'm gonna show you all the detail I can and try to get all this in the camera. So here's his feet first. See all that detail on the claws. He has like the body itself is not that soft squishy. It's the hard plastic, like the tip of the tail. So you get the knees right there. The thighs, them big Godzilla thighs. Right there. Let's show you the other leg real quick. Woo, this guy's getting heavy, man. All right, so you got the other leg over here. And then underneath, you do have some tread there. Look at that. Underneath Godzilla's feet. And then from there, we go up to the upper body. Right here, you get to see the claws. Right there, look at that. Nice detail there. Nice paint on the nails. Good paint. Nice details on the actual body. Like this, all the rivets and dimples and all kinds of whatever you want to call this. On the scales, all that stuff like that. Look at that, the chest. Guys, look at that. He's doing his chest, but doing push-ups and stuff. Look at that. All right, so there. And then we'll go to the face. The most important part. Let me see if I can bring the brightness. Oh, I don't want to bring it too bright. But here goes the face, man. Look at this. Woo, look at his eyes. So supposedly that's one of the features that they're, promoting is the eyes. Something with the eyes. They're like some clear I don't know. Okay, but the mouth does open up. So that part I know it does articulate. As you can see in there. And let's see if we can see in the mouth. It doesn't go down too much. Oh, it closed by itself. So you open it too much, it's closed by itself. But you can see the tongue there. You can't see it too much, but you can see the tongue there. The neck. The ears. Top of the head. Just try to twist this guy around. I don't want to drop him. Ugh. There we go. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's see the back. So you see the spines, spikes, dorsal fins, whatever you prefer. Tomato. Let's do it this way. There we go. So these things are beautiful over here too. These are the hard plastic also. Let me see if anything feels squishy on these. Nope. All hard plastic. Yep. Hard plastic. So everything's hard on there. Here's from the top view if you're going down. All right, there we go. So there you get all the detail. Now, I want to see if we can do some articulation. So I know, obviously, the arms do move. So let's see how far you can push them up a little bit more, and it can go far down. As far as forward, it feels like you can go more, but as you can hear, I don't know if I cannot limit it. So I think the arm articulation is very limited. Let me see. Yeah, so let's see. It's very kind of, limited. But what you're expecting for something so big. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more articulation so far, but let's see. The wrist, you can twist. Can bend this way. And they go full 360. Not too much bend at the wrist, just twisting. All right. The head. Let's see. Actually, let's do the other arm. Let's move the tail out the way. Let's do the other arm. So the other arm can go pretty far up. Let's go down. Not much back. decent amount forward, but not too much. Like, you know, you can get them posed up to do something, you know, move it around like this, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more articulation. But I guess got to mess with the joints more. Maybe loosen up over time, as you can see. But it does, you know, you get some articulation there. Same with the wrist. Now the head, I already showed you the mouth. The head is supposed to twist, I think. Yeah, there you go. Twist right here. So it's that, it looks like it's going to twist here, but it's right there. So the twist is right there. Name's a big boy. Gotta hold this tight. All right, twist right there, as you can see. So the only thing negative with these, I always see, even the SH Monstars, when you twist it, you always lose that alignment of the spikes and stuff, the fins. So I kind of wish this was more of like the material they use for the tail, maybe, to kind of give you something. I know over time, yeah, but honestly, I mean, yeah, I guess you can get away with it because who's going to see the back of it? But I don't know, it always bothers me. Mouse CD always kicks in, so it doesn't let me do that sometimes. Maybe for a picture, I'll do it. All right, but yep, so then, like I said, the mouth does open up pretty far. And then after I read the instructions, just to make sure the articulation, I covered it, I'm going to put the batteries in there and show the light up functions. And the sound too, obviously. All right, so there we go. So that's pretty much the articulation you get. I don't remember how many points of articulation. The leg. Oh, the legs. We didn't do the legs yet. All right. So let's see if we can break this down. Hold on. So the legs. Oh, the arm. All right. So the legs. It feels like same thing. It feels like it can go more, but it's not really going much. So as you can see, that's probably as much articulation you get. You can push it out a little bit. You can push it in and out a little bit like that. You get a little bit twist at the knee. Any articulation? No, I don't want to break this. All right, so that I don't want to break, but I don't know if that bends or not. But you do get a little bit twist at this knee, but not much. And then on the other side, I'm thinking he's more meant to be in a static pose because, as you can see, the feet, this one's flat. And this one has that pose where he's kind of like leaning forward on it. So, all right. So I guess, you know, walking pose, you're stuck with him in one pose. But this one, let's see this leg. It can go out more. I told you, I'm trying to put this stuff to the test, man. I don't want to just, you know, and then not really twist forward and back. But, yep, that's really about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look at the instructions real quick, install the batteries, and make sure I covered all the right articulation portions. And I'll give you one more look at the face with the mouth open. There you go. So I'll be right back with the tail attached and some light up functions and some sounds. All right, this guy's too big to get on camera once you get the tail in there. So I got to go mobile. So we have to go mobile with the camera today. And look at this dude. That tail, man, once it's attached, it's long, dude. It's supposed, I guess, from nose to tail, I think 33 inches long. Now, the articulation, I did go over all the articulation. There's only 10 points of articulation, and we did all 10. We did the 2 knees, 2, the thighs, 4, the arm and the wrist, that's 2, 8, the neck, and the mouth is 10. So the tail does not articulate because the tail has light up function. And now I'm going to turn these lights off so we can get that light up function. But real quick, we'll go one more look at going down. Look at this, going down the spine. Look at this. Man, this. Now, I'm going to admit, I am a little upset with the limited articulation. I thought I was going to get a little more articulation. I thought it was going to be more like a big figure. But I guess, you know, it does look good. It has a huge presence. This guy's huge, man. And it looks cool as hell. Look at that face. All right, so let's see the light up function. So it's pitch black because this is the best way to see the light up feature and the sound. You're going to hear the sound. There we go. All right, so there's a sensor on the top of the head. You just put your finger above. He'll do the roaring without the light up functions. It's loud. Then he'll do the light up function, charging right here. Woo. And then let's see, there's another one. Then he'll do one. Just say there's so many different ones. I don't know. I think this is one where he does the mouth afterwards. Yep. and see what it does next. Same one. You can see how bright that is. I think that's cycle. I just want to make sure I cycle through all of them correctly. Let's see. So supposedly too, when it powers down, it's gonna do something where it stays like this for, I guess, for a couple of seconds, instructions, and then you'll see it power down. And man, look at this, man. Look at the light up function. Look at that. That's one thing I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Mezco. This thing is bright, man. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and take some, I guess one more. I can do a final pose for him. Oh no, we're gonna do a size comparison. Let's do a size comparison. All right, due to the size of the figure with the tail on, I'm gonna have to basically have him displayed real quick outside of my light box normally. So here we go. Here's Godzilla, Ultimate Godzilla, staying there tall, ready for his size comparison. So I'm gonna bring in figures from a different line. So here we go. First one I'm gonna bring in is a 6 scale figure, and this is the Mondo animated X-Men series, Wolverine. Let's bring Wolverine first. So there's Wolverine. Next, I'm going to bring in another this is going to be another 1 scale figure, but this is a Hot Toys, and this is one of the bigger figures from the Hot Toys, and this is the Hot Toys King Shark. So let's see how this big boy fits there with Zilla. So as you can see, there we go. Good size comparison right there. I'm going to see if I can squeeze in another figure in there, and we're going to do a NECA figure, and this is going to be the NECA cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. So squeeze him right there. And then, let me see if I can fit one more figure here. Let's move him a little bit over. This is going to be another 1/12 scale figure, and this is a Storm Collectibles Street Fighter Chun-Li. So there we go right there. And last but not least, I'm going to take these two out and put one special figure in there. So let's get these out. And the next figure I'm going to bring in is his SH Monster Arts counterpart. And this is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla. Oh, yeah. There we go. So good size comparison right there. If you have any of these, plenty of figures I brought out real quick, so you get to see the size of this big guy right here. This is a big dude, man. Real big guy. Love it. Love it so far. Yeah, so all right, let's go get the final thoughts and final pose. All right, so here he goes in full rotation right there. Not much final pose I can do. Unfortunately, you know, this thing has a good presence. I love looking at it. When I woke up this morning and I saw it again, I'm like, oh man, this thing looks so damn cool. But I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed, just a little bit, because I thought the articulation was going to be a little bit more. You do have some articulation, the 10 points of articulation. The best articulation is going to be the mouth, because that thing opens up easily, no problem. The legs, though, is my biggest gripe, though, because with the legs, as you can see, you're basically stuck in one pose. You can keep them in, at least in the legs. You can't have them walking forward with the other leg, because as you see right here, that part right there, it's already pivoted for you, so you can't really, you know, do much right here. See right here, this does not go forward much more. It can only go sideways and then twist it a little bit, whatever. But this foot cannot go forward no more. And if you see the way it's designed to have that back portion of the heel lifting up. So this is basically the pose you're stuck with on this Godzilla. But man, this thing has a presence. Let's turn this thing on real quick. It has a damn presence. It's cool as hell. Has the cool. Nice, loud sounds. Has beautiful light up functions, where the light up function is actually very, very bright. And I like that a lot, because I was afraid it's going to be something not as bright. And the fact that we get AA batteries and stuff, those button cell batteries, because usually those button cell batteries don't last too long. So that's why I'm like so happy that they're AA batteries, easy to find, easy to buy. And look at that, man. This guy right here, woo! I mean, let me just say, I'm happy with the purchase. I am happy with the purchase. This thing did come out beautiful. I just was coming in expecting a little bit more articulation and a different, just different poses you can get them in. Not really much you could do. Like I said, you can move the arms around if you want and have them like holding things or whatever. The head can move sideways, so you can put that sideways, put stuff in the mouth, have them eating things or doing the atomic blast. But the head does not move up or down, so you kind of stuck too with that pose of him kind of looking, the iconic Godzilla pose, which kind of looking downward a little bit, but still looking straight, which I still like and love. But man, hold on. There we go. So yeah, like look at that. Look at how that function, man. That thing and it's loud, man. I like that a lot. So would I say this is the ultimate Godzilla? I won't say for sure it's the ultimate Godzilla. It's one of the best Godzillas. It's probably the best Godzilla figure I have, or Godzilla collector. Actually, no, I want to say that Prime 1 bus is probably the best one I have. But this is probably like a close second. Size-wise, too, when you put it next to the bus is not that much bigger from this Godzilla. So yes, I'm not disappointed with the purchase. I just wish the articulation was a little bit better, and I wish the head could go up a little bit more and not just be stuck in that pose where you close the mouth real quick so you can see how it looks with the mouth closed. I just wish it was, just a little bit more articulation. I was just hoping for that. Here, like I said, this can move forward, this can move sideways, but you can't really go too far. The tail is not articulate at all. So please do not try to bend that tail because you could damage the light up function. See, even he's saying it. Don't bend my tail. So yeah, so don't bend that at all. So even here, there's no articulation. You just gotta leave it the way it is. Leave it the way it is. Don't touch it. And that's one thing I do wish that this kind of has some articulation, so that way it would have been easier to put in the light box. And then even now, that's nothing I have to consider now. It's like when I finally display this guy, how am I gonna have him displayed? Where am I gonna put him at? I mean, I have ideas where I could put him at, but I just wish that tail was a little bit bendy, at least at the tip or the end. We could actually either bend it up more or bend it sideways a little bit, whatnot. But man, these dorsal fins, these spikes, oh my god, everything looks so damn cool on this figure though. And the quality is good. It does have a good weight to it. So it doesn't feel cheap. I know the X Pluses are usually pricier too. The X Plus, I know the 30 centimeters one, which is, if I believe correctly, if I did the math, most of those are about 12 to like 16 inches, 15 inches. This is 18 inches, so this is bigger than the X Plus. It has a lot of features. It has the sound, and not only that, one thing I didn't point out was the nails. The nails are painted beautifully, man. Like they look shiny, they look bony, and they just look cool. Like they have that good like sharpness to it, but not enough where they can like protrude go through your skin or cause damage to you. But the nails do look good, man. They're painted real good. Just everything in general looks good on this figure, man. Not sure why it took 2 years for it to come out. Because, like I said, expecting more articulation, I was expecting something more revolutionary, but it's still on that level, just a little bit below. But, like I said, in the end, man, I'm happy with the purchase. If you're going to get this, man, I would say still get it if you're a Godzilla fan, because that presence, man, look at this thing. Look at the size of this damn thing, man. This thing is super cool to look at. And when someone walks in, if someone walks into your collection, this is definitely going to grab some presents. They're going to say, like, oh, look at this Godzilla. They're going to start touching it and stuff like that. And then when they get close, you'll be like, oh, yo, check this out. And then you touch the light up feature and the sounds and everything, and boom. They're like, oh. I do wish it had a little bit more, because it says it has some of the sounds and stuff in the movie. I wish it did have a little bit more, but man, that thing is cool. Look at this tail, man. Look at that. So real quick, if you don't touch it, see how that's flashing? The tail's flashing a little bit. This has an automatic shut off. So if you don't turn it or use it for more than, I think, 60 seconds, it'll do that flashing real quick. It'll flash 5 times, letting you know it's going to go in sleep mode. So when you first turn it back on again, you're going to see the dorsal fins light up. See? That's letting you know it turned on. Just quick pointer real quick. So you don't have to worry about unplugging that tail, hitting an off switch. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that atomic blast. But yeah, you don't have to worry about taking the tail off and turning the off switch and whatnot. You don't have to worry about the button cells like leaking in there. Just, it's a good quality figure. Like I said, I was expecting a little more articulation. It's basically almost like semi-statue. You can still pose a little bit, but It's a semi statue, and for the price point, I know this is like one of the first of its kind, so I can stay in the 450 price point. But I just wish it had a little more articulation and maybe like a $400 price point. But I hope you guys enjoy this review because I'm enjoying this figure. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put him at. Once I find out where I'm gonna put him at, I'm gonna take a lot of pictures. I'm gonna do some shorts and stuff like that. But man, this thing, like I said, I wanted to sleep on it. I started reviewing it late last night, early in the morning, somewhat like 2 o'clock in the morning. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I was like, let me just see if this has the same like feel when I see it again, and it does. So if you enjoyed this review, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. If you want to pick this up, it should still be available at Mezco. I know Big Bad Toy Store still has it under pre-order, so you want to jump on it before it comes out. So yeah, I hope this is a good piece, man. I hope you guys, the Godzilla fans who have this at pre-order, I hope you guys are happy when you get it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings you that same that feel when you first open it and get it together. You're like, oh, look at this thing. So yeah, I'm just hoping you guys like it. Like I said, I like it. Just wish more articulation. So with that in mind, I'm gonna let this review end because I can mess with this figure more. So collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale. The King of Monsters is home.